This is, for all intents and purposes, a suicide run. I have no intention of surviving this as I go in. My only goal is the factory key from dorms. I figure it'll be easier at nighttime to get past the scavs because theoretically, their vision should be worse. But just in case, I decide to make this a magic Makarov run instead of a hatchling, because if I do run into a scav, I at least want a chance to shoot them. And let's face it, there's no reason to do a hatchling run. I have enough equipment, I don't really care if I lose it. And if I do lose it to some kind of bullshit, well, who cares? There's a minimum of 2 other PMCs on this map right now. I expect them to be kitted with night vision and all, therefore they will also play like fucking pansies because they don't want to lose their shit. I hear gunfire and I just immediately fucking panic. I get awfully fucking lucky here with this guy. He just wanders right in front of me, and my theory about their vision sucking is on point. He's within 10 meters of me, no idea I'm here. And to compound the luck, he has a silenced Tokarev. And right now I'm just thinking, I gotta get out of here. I just, fired my weapon, and everyone knows where I am. When actually in reality, in my experience so far in Tarkov, you can tell direction of gunfire, but distance is almost impossible to gauge. It's either far or close. You can't really estimate specific ranges. No fucking way, I think to myself. Was that a flashlight? The scavs use flashlights? So, I'm late to the party. If the key was here, whoever this guy is, he probably already has it. So I slow down and I go in for the kill. He's above me and he's not being very quiet. I try to time my movement with his footsteps. Hopefully he doesn't hear me open the door and get into the apartment. There's no way he didn't hear that scrape. So I decided to go prone. He's going to be expecting someone crouching or standing. He's going to be aiming at chest level. So maybe I'll get the drop on him. It pays off. He has no idea I'm there. I get a few shots off. And he goes into panic, goes the distance, and I finish it. Suddenly I realize I hear footsteps. This guy isn't alone, and I start panicking. What the fuck? We passed right by each other, like cheeky, breaky ships in the night.
Капец все служивый!
Suddenly, I'm regretting not keeping the light on. I can't see anything, but apparently this guy can see me. And that audio cue is actually really helpful. I decide to charge in. At this point, I can't really tell if this is an AI scav or a player scav. All I know is that I'm panicking. The additional gunfire doesn't do anything to calm me down. If anything, I start panicking even more. It can't possibly get worse. Oh, but wait! It can! Because I crash as soon as I try to reload my Tokarev. And at this point, I assume that I am already dead. I've decided that it's a human scav, and he's just going to walk up and shoot me in the face. I can't really be that upset. This is, after all, just a beta. And really, if you ask me, it's just an extended alpha. There's a lot still wrong with this game, as much as I enjoy it. It has its issues, both latency and its stability. I don't know that I necessarily agree with all the hardcore, realistic elements in this game, but there are a lot of things in here that I do like. I really appreciate the slowness of this game. I was telling a friend earlier, it honestly reminds me of some of the older Rainbow Six games. You spend most of your time walking or at a light jog. Very rarely do you sprint. And when you do, it's very kinetic and exciting. It's just the whole tactical first-person shooter thing. It really scratches that part of my brain, and I enjoy the living fuck out of it. I kind of wish that there were just like an arena mode. I mean, I like the looting aspect and the RPG elements. That stuff is cool. I hope somewhere out there some developers are paying attention and they decide to copy some of this and just make a shooter that's like this without the whole survivor looter aspect. Because the shooting and movement is just a lot of fun. It's got the best modular stance control and modular speed control out of anything I've played. The only other thing that comes close is Arma 3, and that just feels clunky and alien. Holy fucking shit. I might be alive. Maybe it's an AI scav after all. Someone's looking out for me. I reach the time and immediately under fire. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe your character doesn't linger when you just... Either way, I finished him off. Pretty sure that was an AI scav. That's a pretty damn good AI scav. My butthole is puckered. At this point, I'm convinced that gunfire I'm hearing is player scav on AI scav violence on the other side of the wall. So I should be safe on this side. Hopefully. I honestly didn't think that I would make it this far. And as far as I'm concerned, I still have 1,000 miles to go. I still have to clear the gas station, which potentially has a scav at it, and then the UN checkpoint, which potentially has up to 3 scavs. 2 snipers maybe, and some others up close. And it's dark, and it's the woods, and I can't see anything. I'm starting to mentally prepare myself to die. My plan is, I'm just going to try to run through. I'm going to hope that if I just sprint through between their bad vision and their shitty aim, that I'll be able to get through and get through to the extract. I stop to check my armor, and it's gone. I switched my shotgun for the close range encounter that may potentially be right around the corner. I pause intermittently, trying to listen for footsteps, and ultimately, I don't hear anything. It seems like I am yet again lucky. This entire raid has been defined by my uncanny luck. This is the moment of truth. If I can get past this UN checkpoint, I am as good as gone. And I am actually pretty confident right now. I should be able to see the scavs long before they see me, and I have a silenced weapon. This should be cake. And there's the silenced weapon fire. You should know the drill by now, but I begin to panic. At this moment, I actually can't tell whether or not I got the second scav because I am so distracted by the silent fire coming from my right side. It's definitely on the other side of the wall, which means getting out is going to be a challenge. There's a good chance that he's literally within 20 or 30 meters of me, killing scavs nearby, and is just going to shoot me as I come around the corner. And it'll be the most anticlimactic end to this raid that I could have possibly imagined. Just some friendly advice from future me to past me. Next time, before you start looting, secure the fucking area. At least confirm that there were 2 corpses. And oh fuck, you know that there's a potential of 3 scavs here. In the end, I am alive solely because of luck. I lack any sort of skill or awareness. I'm alive because of pure fortune. At this point, I can't take anymore. My morale is so broken, I just run for it. I am so close to the exit, I can feel it. I turn this final corner expecting to die. The door's already been opened. Someone is either extracted or is waiting. But I've made it. Just 8 more seconds and I'm free. And just like that, I survived what I thought was going to be a suicide run. In the end, I didn't make my objective, but I had one hell of a fucking time. This game you know what? It has a lot of problems with it. It's not perfect, and it is as frustrating as it is fun, but there is a lot of potential there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing. Stay cheeky breaky, my friends.